Hey, it's Drybear. And we need to talk about the Blue Protocol situation. Blue Protocol is an upcoming MMO, an anime-style MMO that has been building up a lot of hype and interest for a lot of people in the gaming community, specifically just around needing a style game like this that just hasn't really been coming out very often. And many of us had been anticipating the release of Blue Protocol this calendar year in 2024, likely in Q4, but maybe even in Q3. But we've been getting regular updates from the developer over the last 6 months or so, and those have severely slowed down in the last 3 months. And a lot of us have been wondering what's going on with Blue Protocol. Is it still coming? Now, we did get the update that AGS, Amazon Game Studios, is going to be publishing Blue Protocol after they had done their work with New World and also, of course, with Lost Ark, which personally for me, I have a pretty positive feedback on AGS towards the end. Like, latest Lost Ark has been excellent for AGS, and I think they've turned it around and learned a lot in the process of doing New World and Lost Ark. But this one has just been super cool. The gameplay looks crisp, the combat looks really cool and unique, and it's one of those games that feels really special because you'll get that sort of kind of like Tales style, really unique, crisp combat, but in an MMO where you can explore and collect and expand your experience in multiple different ways and play with other players. But we got some very devastating moves this morning. See, the development studio responsible for Blue Protocol and many of the online games for Bandai Namco, it's a subsidiary of Bandai Namco Online, they have posted their financial results for 2024, and I think there's also even a projection for 2025, and things look very, very grim for them. So they posted their fiscal year ending in March. They showed a widening deficit and a severe loss of income. This graph here shows their trend over the last 10 years, going back to 2010, 2011, and you saw that they had some investment initially, and they saw some nice growth. I think it's one of their Gundam games that actually saw them grow, and they've been kind of doing this sinusoidal effect ever since. They had a negative year in 2019, but then they started moving forward and started doing okay and then coming back down. However, you can see at the end of this graph for 2023 and 2024, they are severely in the red, which totals to 8.2 billion yen loss in 2024, which means that the combination of the lack of updates for Blue Protocol, which was supposed to release this year, and this new fiscal announcement of the company, which has essentially declared a state of insolvency. They are now so far in debt, not making any major income increases, and they're not really sure what's going to happen. And they also don't know if Blue Protocol is going to be a success globally, because keep in mind that Blue Protocol has actually shipped in Japan, and the response has been rather lukewarm. It's not a massive hit. It hasn't blown up. Doesn't mean that it can't do well in other regions. I mean, Japan is just one region of many, and certainly could have its own preferences on what games they like to play, and maybe Blue Protocol just doesn't sit there. But the fact that it's not doing well in Japan, and they're doing so poorly financially, is not a good sign. Especially since the game was said to have been released. It was planned to be released in 2023. It got pushed back to 2024, and then got pushed back again, and likely will be pushed back indefinitely or simply just canceled, depending how this works. Now, because Bandai Namco Online is either a sister company or a subsidiary of Bandai Namco, it means that they could absorb those employees and also absorb the IP and still bring Blue Protocol to the West in some major fashion, or maybe even they can sell the assets and rights to Amazon Game Studios and they could continue the development process, considering that not only does AGS have the publishing house, but they also have the development studio as well that creates New World. Now, would they be able to pick up where the developers left off? Would they have the staff and the expertise required to use whatever engine they're using or whatever techniques they're using to create this game? Maybe, maybe not. But right now, not only is the game up in the air, it's also looking incredibly bleak. So if you're a fan of new MMOs or potentially someone who is looking forward to Blue Protocol, I wouldn't hold your breath because things are looking quite serious right now. Now, before we all doom and gloom on this fact, keep in mind that, again, this is not Bandai Namco proper. It's not as the main parent company. This is a sub-company that is focused primarily on online or MMO games. If you look at the list for Bandai Namco, they still have a great lineup, and most of these titles are either breaking even or exceeding expectations. We have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, still part of Bandai Namco. We have Little Nightmares 3 on the way as well. Unknown 9 got a good showing recently on top of that. We also have Tekken 8 as part of Bandai Namco. They have tons of really great games that are working working really well for them, even Armored Core, Elden Ring, right? They have plenty of things that are working for them. So this is more of just a question of whether or not Blue Protocol and the company that handles online games inside of Bandai Namco Online, how are they going to keep this game afloat, or will this game even see the light of day? And I'm curious, has anyone actually been following Blue Protocol and excited about it? I know some people even did VPN and logged into the Japanese servers to try out the game and did like it and was super hopeful about it, but this news means that we don't really know if Blue Protocol is actually coming at all. If you found value in today's video, leave a like down below, leave a comment for the algorithm to help this video get seen by more people, and don't forget to check out my other channels for other content and other stuff and other things.